We started with 3 editions, completed one in Delhi, landed to Mumbai, and then we are here today in Chennai. How has been the experience?
I think this edition was much more fruitful than what we did a year and a half back. I think there's a clear-cut focus. We know what we are doing. It happened just by chance. Become a part of startups who have just started, or organizations who just started. They got a platform to share their journey, their challenges. In fact, if I look at the last season which we did, we had a brand like Divine Foods. In
Right,
2 years, they have really grown,
right,
and I
right.
hope this year's the kind of brand who came in will rise and will take this opportunity to grow much further from here. And for us, it's just a platform for young entrepreneurs in the D2C space to come and showcase their products and the kind of problem they're solving, and also an opportunity for the people in the business, founders,
Right.
to interact among themselves, interact with some really well-known investors, get to know what is the outlook for investors, what the investors are looking at to D2C brand or into an
Right.
organization. So that's a good learning, and I think it's a good way to look at it. And I think the kind of response we have got,
Right.
we should do one in Bangalore. That's something I think we should
Absolutely.
really focus before we say, okay, let's plan for next year.
Right, absolutely, and agree on that. We are looking at a $60 billion industry, D2C. What was the reason behind starting Bharat D2C Meetup? You are the man behind the brand, so I want to know from yours how the story started.
As you know that we have been predominantly creating the community for small and medium businesses,
Right,
and we've been doing it for last 10, 12 years. We
right,
met a lot of business owners, we met a lot of manufacturers, and the interactions from them, specifically in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, is like most of their uh, next generations are very keen to start their own business.
right,
They're all focusing on D2C as one of the area for them to grow, because most of the manufacturing are predominantly focused on contract manufacturing and happy doing
right,
it.
right,
But with the new generation, third generation or the fourth generation of the family coming in, they are exploring the opportunity on D2C, which is where the idea came in. And the three cities, the Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Chennai, are the hub of
D2C
startups and
brands.
D2C
Right,
brand.
right.
That's where the idea came up. We started this, and here we are, two seasons of D2C brands or D2C meetups,
Meetup, right,
and we just started. I think
right.
we are able to get to we have just reached around 50% of what we are looking at, and I think this is a good learning for all of us. And the feedback we receive from people is will help us to improve it further.
Yes, so with this edition, we can say we have put our foot forward in the industry, and people are getting to know about Bharat D2C Meetup. What do you envision for future?
So the future is a collaborative community, a community which should work among themselves instead of
Right,
competing with each other. And that's where our platform, the SMB Connect .in comes in,
right,
because
right,
that's the platform. And then the cohort of the startup meetup with all the people who have joined today, or they have been part of in Bombay or in Bangalore. I think once they are there in the platform, they will start interacting among themselves, and just not look at this as one event and one meetup, and we just leave it. So
right.
once all the people who have come here, they become part of this community,
Community, right,
exchange their knowledge.
right.
If we can help one founder to reduce one mistake, I think that's we have achieved our objective.
Definitely, and it's a great initiative to get the community building from the genesis of an event itself. So yes, so you have spent more than 14 years in the industry. You are the man, you are the brain behind SMB, the Rise event series. Now we are looking forward to another IP to add in our basket, which is the marketing control shift, the marketing event. So if you can share a few words on how the event would look like.
So control shift is again is the idea generated because a lot of traditional SMEs, specifically in the consumer segment, be it real estate, be it retail, be it hospitality, they're all focused on traditional way of marketing. I think,
Marketing,
and
right.
there's a lot of shift in the way people are communicating or engaging with
Right,
businesses.
right,
And I think that is where we thought, okay, let's create this IP called Control Shift so that they can control their marketing and
right,
shift to a new digital era where the tech plays a bigger role, and how
right.
they can start working towards them to interact. And we thought to not to do it in large cities because they're already there, people to communicate, educate them. We are looking at places like Jaipur or Coimbatore or
Coimbatore.
Pune, which is
Right.
growing, pretty well established. But I think there is where we thought we can test it out and see what is the responses. Let's see how it comes out and eventually comes out over next 3 to 4 months time.
Right, right, great. So, I myself, on a personal note, is a learner from your journey. So, any piece of advice you would like to share from your learnings?
So as I told you, so as I the learning is this is if you have to be a learner from, you cannot keep on saying that, okay, I know everything.
Right,
And if you are open for suggestions, information, and sharing information, and do a collective learning for everybody, it's makes good for everybody as an organization and as a people.
right, absolutely. And also, our calendar looks really promising, packed with a lot of events and series. Along with that, we also have a lot of something in something, a piece and bits of interviews, content, and everything. So, definitely, we are looking for a promising year ahead. And with all that, this is the team from SMB Connect, and we hope you have enjoyed this session of ours with our founder, Mr. Sandipan Ray. Thank you all, and keep watching the space for more updates on our event series. Thank you.